We have a big day of whirlpool action on Saturday at Newmarket with 2,000 guineas taking place. You look like you've got an exciting book of rides, Tom. Starting off in the opening race on Unequal Love for trainer William Haggis. How do you think she'll run?
Yeah, really looking forward to having her back out. Obviously, she was a great filly last year, winning the Wokingham from seemingly an impossible draw, and went on to be Group One place in the Haydock Sprint Cup, which she was probably say she was arguably unlucky that day, not to finish even closer. Whether she would have given Montasiv a run, remains to be seen and can only be sort of speculated upon. But she's a cracking filly, and this looks, to be honest, it looks a great opportunity for her to get her season off to a proper start.
Your next ride is on the exciting Moa Thunder, who ran out an impressive winner over course and distance last time. He should be fancied to go close again on Saturday, shouldn't he?
Yeah, he's a really interesting horse, to be honest. Like, obviously we stepped him back from that mile and a quarter trip that he'd been running over for well, since he got going as a horse, to be honest with you, and came back to the 6 furlongs, albeit it was on soft ground. And um Saturday's an interesting sort of one in the fact that we're going to find out whether he's a true 6 furlong horse or whether it was uh, the sort of super hot tempo, soft ground, softened up a few of the leaders up front and made it easy for him to get by them, or whether it was a true case of him being a proper 6 furlong horse and the fact that he won despite the ground. So yeah, I think Saturday will tell us the sort of true direction, which sort of direction we're going to be in with him. But to me, he felt like he was a 6 furlong horse, but the fast ground will be interesting.
The next ride you've got is in the Suffolk Stakes. It looks a typically wide open handicap as usual. And you're riding a progressive approval, who made a good impression last season.
He did. He's been off since what was arguably his career best run. That was at Goodwood. I was really impressed with him that day, because he'd run keen when he won at Windsor, and we were very keen to get him to do it the right way around, which he did do at Goodwood, which is a tough place to do it. There's a lot going on. Horses have to get on the horse box to come up to the stable yard. So it's a big day and a lot, and he did well to go and get his head in front after all of that. So he's not been seen on a race course since, so he's been off probably an extra few months than most of the others that are coming off their winter break. But he's a talented horse, and yeah, if he can come back to where his Goodwood form was, he should be definitely competitive.
Next up is Democracy Dilemma in the Group 3 Newmarket Hong Kong Jockey Club Whirlpool Palace House Stakes. Uh, he won the Beverly Bullet last season. He looks quite quick. How do you think he'll get on Saturday?
Yeah, yeah, like you say, he's an extremely fast horse. He was second in the Epsom Dash as well. Um, he's a very fast horse, and I always think with these sprinters, um, and Robert Kell probably says it best: the margin between the best and the quite good is such a small difference. So whilst this does look a really hot race, he's an interesting horse in there, and he's got a big price, I think, for a horse that's achieved what he's achieved and shown that he's exceptionally quick at a racetrack that favours that sort of type of style of running over sprint distances. So yeah, whilst he's a bigger price and probably got a little bit to find, I I see no reason for him not to run a big race. He goes on the quicker ground and he loves that trip, and yeah, hopefully he can go well.
And the big race of the day, the 2,000 guineas, you ride Seagulls 11 for Hugo Palmer. It looks a fantastic race. It must be brilliant to get the opportunity to ride in these sort of races. I know he's a bigger price, but what do you think of his chances?
Yeah, these Group Ones are the ones you sort of hunt for the whole year, and you want to make sure you're riding in them. We all want to be riding short-priced horses, but it's not that straightforward sometimes, especially when you look at who they're sort of trained and owned by. Often retainers get in the way of that, and he was a spare ride that got picked up, and to be honest, I was pleased to pick him up. So he's got that good course form from the Dewhurst. His form ties in with a lot of those other runners and the horses that have gone on to do good things as well. So yeah, Hugo's won a Guineas before, so I'm hoping he's going off that recipe that obviously he went down with Galileo Gold back in the day. So look, Hugo knows how to get it right. the top couple are going to be tough to beat. But really looking forward to riding him and giving it a good shot.
Good luck. Hopefully you can keep maintaining good form. A good win yesterday at Ascot, and let's hope we can get a win at the weekend.
Yeah, with a bit of luck. Yeah, a few good rides to choose from anyway. So look, it could be a fantastic day. It could be a frustrating one, but at least got a few chances.